The King's fine new 4,000-seat Low House in Brooklyn. Exhibitors Herald World, October 26, 1929. The new King's Theater is a new member of the Low family of theaters recently opened in Brooklyn. The King's was designed by Rappin' Rap of Chicago and New York in the spirit of the old French kings, in their architecture, furnishings, and atmosphere. The design has been done in the motif of Louis XIV, but it also employs details and embellishment from the reigns of Louis XV and Louis XVI. The King's seats 4,000, although it is a neighborhood house. More and more will the neighborhood house become popular, due a great deal to difficulty in parking facilities in the city, and also because it draws on a surrounding territory which offers a staple patronage. Owners and architects find that the same crowd, more or less, will visit the neighborhood theater every week, sometimes several times a week. It is for this reason that the designers sought to use elements which give an atmosphere of close contact, making the entire environment one to create community feeling, and to impress upon the patrons that the house was built for them, that it is their meeting place. The entrance to the King's has a capacity of 40 feet. This entrance is surmounted by a huge canopy dotted with myriads of lamps. The main entrance leads one to the ticket lobby, and from thence into the grand lobby. The grand lobby is 40 feet in width and 75 feet in length. The end is elliptical in shape, with two huge portals, one leading to the inner lobby, the other to the orchestra foyer. The walls of the grand lobby, rising to a height of 30 feet, are all in walnut, embellished with walnut-fluted columns, pilasters, mirrors, etc. The entire ceiling is divided into decorative panels enriched with mottled ornament, decorated in gold and colors. No expense has been spared in the treatment of the lobby, which fact can be well seen in the use of imported walnut woods and marbles for flooring, wainscots, stairways, etc. The inner lobby leading from this grand lobby is likewise in a treatment of walnut, with an elliptical ceiling of decorative panel work, done somewhat in the character of the grand lobby. The inner lobby measures a distance of 80 feet in length and is 32 feet in width. Leading from this lobby is the grand staircase of marble and bronze. The stair railing has been designed in the character of that famous stairway of the Chateau Chantilly in France. Off the inner lobby are retiring rooms, cosmetic rooms, and lounging rooms. These rooms are done in individual styles, some in modernistic design, others in English periods, and others in the more delicate treatment of Louis XVI. The grand lobby and inner lobby, although two units, are so planned that they give the effect of a continuous lobby. The arrangement permits patrons to leave the theater through the grand lobby without coming in contact with those waiting. From the end of the grand lobby at the side of the inner lobby, one enters the orchestra foyer. This foyer is 185 feet long and 30 feet wide, which in itself is one vast space of promenade. From this foyer, one enters the auditorium. There are 7 portals leading to the 7 aisles on the main floor. The auditorium is 160 feet wide and 155 feet deep, and 7 banks of seats. The seating capacity on the first floor is 2,900, while the remaining seats are on the mezzanine floor. The auditorium is equipped with side aisles. The side walls rise to a height of 50 feet and consist of huge pylons flanked with Corinthian columns, measuring in height 35 feet and 3 feet in diameter. These pylons are beautifully decorated and recall the scale and magnitude of the old triumphal arches seen in cities of Europe. These huge pylons support a mammoth dome covering the entire area of the auditorium, which rises to a height of 75 feet and conforms to the general shape of the auditorium. The dome is supplied by 2 sources of light, a lower and an upper trough, which give various tones of colored lighting controlled from the stage and mechanically operated. The stage gives the impression of a huge portal or gateway. The decorations on either side of the proscenium arch are of the Baroque Renaissance garden type. Features are niches designed to give the effect of fountains, waterfalls, grottos, lighted in color through the dimmer system. The sidewalls of the auditorium, with its introduction of pylons, are treated to give a series of large arched openings. Through these openings are to be seen mural paintings, depicting scenes from the courts of the later Bourbons. The dome is enriched in decorative panels and colored in tones of gold, red, and blues. The stage measures 34 feet in depth and 80 feet in width, and has a proscenium opening of 60 feet. The stage has been equipped with the Transvox enlarging screen, which can be enlarged or shortened while the picture is in projection to a maximum width of 40 feet. There are 20 large dressing rooms located on different floors. The auditorium has been found to be excellent acoustically, doubtless due to the breaking up of its wall areas by 2 huge pylons and sculpture detail. Danger was felt that the dome would be a source of acoustical trouble, but the breaking up of this unit by decorative features has apparently precluded such a possibility. One of the greatest problems in designing an auditorium of this size is to give the effect of intimacy, and not the effect of a huge coliseum, which is likely to be the result unless the scale of its different elements are well studied and well placed. For this reason, the architects decided upon the use of large pylons, huge plaques of ornamental treatment and similar treatment on a large scale, which they felt was the only way to make a theater of this size an intimate one. The entire theater is equipped with forced ventilation. The fans and intakes, refrigerating machinery, heating apparatuses, etc. are in the basement. Although sound pictures have a tendency to diminish the orchestra work, which nevertheless the pit in this house measures 50 feet in width and 14 feet in depth, all on a lift, and also with an organ console and piano lift. This pit will accommodate 40 musicians.